Hey everybody, Jay Barino here, welcome back. It's Mathias Chronicles 2, a custom campaign for Warcraft 3, and we're heading into Mission 12 in Harm's Way. Let's go. The situation in Cosmodon was deteriorating rapidly. The border passes south to Azeroth were all closed to incoming travelers. New refugees from Lordaeron now had the choice between shivering in the windswept camps on the mountain passes or taking their chances in the lowlands. The army that protected them was demoralized and deeply divided. Lacking a leader who could unite them, the commanders fought constantly amongst themselves. They knew that their doom was waiting for them. Patient, remorseless, and unsleeping. Greetings, dwarf. You. I'd not tarry long here, necromancer. There's a good many folks who'd prefer to see the back of you. To stick a dagger in, no doubt. You need not worry, dwarf. I'm merely passing through on my way to more pressing business. If I were you, I'd order your paladin friend Larissa to empty the refugee camps as quickly as possible. Their position in the lowlands is dangerously exposed. You didn't hear it from me, but the Scourge march towards this land as we speak. Believe me, the last thing you want to give an army of the undead is a ready supply of fresh corpses. Do you think this is news to me? I've been trying to tell those damn stupid humans that for weeks, but they refuse to listen to me. Do they? And I bet they'll point the finger at you when it goes wrong. I wish you luck, dwarf. You have a thankless task ahead of you. Okay, at least lead every refugee to the evacuation zone. Where is the evacuation zone? Okay, everybody begin running away from this area. The Scourge are attacking. We must lead every refugee we can to the base or die trying. So this really gets going early, doesn't it? It's got to be this, right? Yeah, it's a beacon. So refugees, I'm just going to go ahead and start clicking them down here, and then we'll try to filter out where our combat units are and have them start fighting with hopes that they can delay long enough. So here's Larissa. I don't remember what she does. I vaguely remember her existing from the first campaign. Militia, try to live. Okay, that seems like it's Shockwave. Hurling. Oh, and it also stuns. Okay, that's cool. Divine Immolation. That's probably exactly what it sounds like. Just keep running, people. Oh, Larissa's got to leave. We got to leave these other units behind to basically just cover for us. You guys stay here again. Just cover for us. And then Larissa run with the units. Oh, well, that's not the way to... That can't be the way to go.
Welcome to our village. I'm ready.
What do you need? Our town.
It's got to be over here instead?
Say the word.
Because there's more over there. Like... I think this was just the wrong way, because there's no other pathway to take besides through this group.
What's your name?
Can we go this way?
Welcome to our village.
Oh, and then Larissa has to survive too. Man, this just throws you. Well, it's not a scripted loss as we've seen. This just throws you right into it with zero time. Okay, well, I think we just got to plan this out. It's okay when beginnings of maps require you to kind of, like, learn what's going on, but this does seem to be a consistent theme. Like the end of the last mission, too, where, like, suddenly you get two brand new heroes with abilities that you haven't been familiar with, and you're getting hit by demons, like, really powerful, you know, waves of demons. We sort of cheesed the last mission, so we were able to succeed, but even so. What I'm thinking is we probably want to send our guys down here to, like, this area, and then have them walk down instead. If you just right-click directly, it's not going to work. I don't think. So let's try this, and let's just try to save as many units as possible and let the undead attack the structures instead. Yeah, let's go. Let's just try to get as many folks out as possible and rally down to that upper gray building first. Okay, so we skip this. And here we go. So people, This is where we want to rally to.
On my way.
Everybody get going. Everybody start running. We're going to try to just save who we can, including our combat units at this point. But primarily the refugees.
Hello there. Our town is under siege.
Hello. Greetings, my lord. Hello.
Okay, these people didn't get selection boxed. Okay, I think that's most of them. I will try to save my other units also. Okay, there's some enemy units down here too, so we got to make sure that we come down here and we cover for them as well. It looks like we did empty most of the camps. It sounds like we left some people behind as well, unfortunately. There's also casual gargoyles, and do we have anything that can attack air? We do have some riflemen. Let's focus fire the gargoyles. We did get 41 out, which isn't bad. I wonder if you could get significantly more. Saving 40 seems pretty good. These are combat units, peasants, combat units. I don't know if militia count.
Welcome to our
Okay,
village.
let's go ahead and start sending these guys
Hello.
out.
Greetings, my lord.
Out.
Welcome to our village.
Stay alert.
These are the riflemen.
That'll work.
What do we have?
And yeah, we got like a decent fighting force here still as well. We got to get down here though and cover these refugees.
What do you need?
Hello. Greetings, my lord.
And we sort of have like an irregular force here of militia and peasants, interestingly enough. Very odd start.
Yes, my lord. For the king.
Without a doubt, very odd start, but I think we have managed to succeed. They're starting to escape. At least 30 must reach the evac zone. So I think there were 50 total. There were 50... Yeah, I think there were 50 total. And, she says, we must lead every refugee... Oh, we can, I was going to say. We tried. I mean, I think it's inevitable you're going to lose some. I think if we would have boxed all of them, we probably could have gotten them all out, interestingly enough. But I don't know if it matters. I think as long as we've done well, 30 refugees have made it to the base. Take the remaining survivors to safety. Okay, you love to see it. I'm impressed, Larissa. That was a near impossible task delivering all those refugees to safety. No thanks to my so-called friends. You left me and my forces to twist in the wind while you hid behind your fortifications. Ha! Was it not your decision to leave the refugees down there? Did I not see your men turn tail the moment the undead began attacking? Tell me, is it in your nature to leave the people that need you the most? I've not forgotten how you turned your back on Prince Mathias back in Renwick. You pointy-eared bitch. You tell her. Quiet, it's your own damn fault. I told you time and time again that you should move the refugees from their camp. You put them in harm's way. Only because you dwarves refused to shelter the refugees inside your fortress. You forced them to stay out there. So you'd prefer that they dined like kings on the provisions stored for my garrison? Don't you dare pen this on me. Your troops seem to have forgotten that we're here fighting rather than hiding. Are you calling me a coward? You take that back or I'll smash your pretty little skull in with my hammer. Man, these people all hate each other. A zeppelin. Duncan, is that really you? I had thought you were slain in the fighting at Renwick. My wounds were grievous, but I'm back. Now listen carefully, for I cannot stay long. There is an alliance forming among the inhabitants of these lands against those that threaten our very existence. Old rivalries mean nothing now that we're facing annihilation. I lead a growing number of knights and men-at-arms. We have sought help where we could find it, from mercenaries, peasant militia, trolls, ogres, even from our old enemies, the orcs. What? If you think... Matthias would never. We face an ancient and evil enemy, a foe who delights only in destruction, a foe who seeks to destroy our very world. Our greatest hope lies in our enemy's overconfidence and arrogance. Their reputation in battle is fearsome, but the reality is quite different. At the port village of Dunsandral in northern Lordaeron, a combined force of humans and orcs fought an enemy to a standstill, slaying many of their finest troops. I know, for I was one of that number. You know, after the orcs killed us all, though. Oops. The demon's weakness lies in the fact that they have few capable leaders. Eliminate them and their attacks will become chaotic and undisciplined. And how, pray tell, are we supposed to do this? We're in no position to launch an assault. We have barely enough strength to hold the mountain. We must find a way to hold both your strongholds and destroy the demons. My forces will come to your aid, but it will take some time. Until then, you are on your own. You must hold this pass, no matter what the cost. Good luck, my friends. Okay. Quick save. Hold the line until reinforcements arrive. Slay Larethus. Oi, boss. Me and my boys have spotted the undead making their way to our bases. Brace for an attack. Okay, well, we're severely supply blocked. We had sort of an army hanging out back here, so let's try and pull them back to our bases.
Say the word.
We did save some peasants, so I guess we should get those working.
What is it? What?
So it's another holdout section.
What is it?
Which is scary. So we have 2 bases.
All right.
Dwarves. Oh yeah, and we had a griffin hero. I forgot about that. So all these heroes are... these were all heroes from the first campaign, but I don't remember what any of them do. I guess what we can do is pause the game and then look at the icons and guess. Avatar, Holy Light.
I'm ready and
waiting.
Well, they're already attacking us, man. It's just you're given no time for any of this. And these are like, what are these units? Barbarian mortar team, rifleman is what we're looking for. Dwarven footman. What's the difference between a barbarian and a barbarian's a little better and can bash, I guess.
Our forces are under attack. Our town is under siege.
Oh my gosh, this is overwhelming. This is very overwhelming. Back the rifleman up. You're very important.
Wait till you see me
And then over here again, we have heroes, but I don't remember what they do. Turn this on. Larissa, you're very small.
What's happening?
Battle rejuvenation. 50% of their attack damage when they hit nearby enemy units. Okay. Oh, so this is like the human base over here. And then we've got the dwarven base over here. Our leftover units are getting massacred over there. This is a lot. I feel like very overwhelmed. I think I just need to take a break and come back. This is... It's just a lot. I think the player needs maybe more time to understand what forces are even at their disposal before you just start throwing this stuff at them. And just the fact that you get all the heroes with spells that I just am not really familiar with. I guess that's my own fault because I haven't played the first campaign for a while. Again, I'm feeling... It's like making me too anxious. I need to stop. I'll come back at some point. I'll be back like tomorrow. For you, it'll be instant. Hello, I am back. It is a new day for me. And yesterday was a very busy day for me. I just wanted to sit down and record something. And I was feeling really overwhelmed and just decided to step away. I'm glad I did that. I'm back. If I remember correctly, we helped those refugees escape, and a big part of it was we had a whole new force of units. We had a dwarven base on the left, human base on the right, and a bunch of heroes. I would say they're new heroes. They might as well be new in the sense that we haven't used them for so long that I don't remember what any of them do. So, let's just get back into it. Let's not worry too much about trying to figure out what all the heroes do. I understand it's a showcase, but I've got to focus on winning first and foremost. So, we're also supply blocked. And we need to get workers out building farms and harvesting lumber. That's got to be our priority. So let's go. Here we are. We're getting attacked over here. Send some units. These are my leftover forces from the evacuation. Having some knights alive is actually great. I think it's important we keep these riflemen alive. And
More work.
Okay, so we're not fully supply blocked anymore, so let's go ahead and get some farms.
Yes, me lord. Righto. Off I
Gold
go
is
then.
less of the problem.
All right.
The F hotkey overlaps? No, it doesn't. I must have just hit the wrong one. Okay, get some of these upgrades for priests, clerics, what have you. They're clerics. Okay, let's get a couple of those. Slow, invisibility, summon water elemental is pretty cool. And let's spend our money while we got it. So we have this side over here. So we have two sides on the dwarf base, one side on the human base. Anti-air is going to be a major issue, I think, in the grand scheme here. And I think we'll probably want to go ahead and pivot some units from one side to the other. That's like kind of shockwave, but it also stuns, which is pretty sick. Honestly, I think one of the major issues here is, yeah, anti-air. I think we might just have to build, well, human footmen, human militia. No. Just get archers, please.
I have
And arrow fall? Yeah, do that. That seems great. And then
Job's done.
this guy flies. They fly now. And we got those upgrades. Do we have a blacksmith anywhere? Stormhammers for Griffin. Eventually animal war training as well. We can get even higher supply from what I can tell. Larissa went down. Oh, okay. Well, I think we'll just go ahead and pivot our dwarves over to help the humans. I thought that like both sides would be getting hit continuously, but it seems like it's one or the other. So let's take this group, clean this up, and then pivot over here as fast as possible.
More work. Right.
So let me grab those farms,
Yes, me lord.
as expected.
Righto.
How high can we go? 180 this time. All right.
Kinda slow for
Back up a little bit, and then heroes all get added to the same group, I guess.
I'm ready. We are of the same.
Larissa maybe will keep back a little bit, so let's go ahead and pivot,
Of course. Right.
because we need to engage this with our full armies, for sure. What can you do? Earthquake is your ultimate is funny. Endurance Aura, Divine Shield as a flyer, and then Rain of Dwarven Cannons, which is like Rain of Fire, I suspect. Okay. Fine.
Our town is under siege.
Okay, so here we go. Arrow volley bombards an area doing something. Fine. Turn on Immolation Aura. Dwarven Cannons. I think this is fine for now. Again, let's make sure we bring everybody over, because this attack was just absolutely enormous. Just like that. And then where's my archer lady? We need you... Start falling. We're just trying to stack up some AoE here. I think that's... Okay, that's a single target spell. And yeah, I think we really need anti-air. That's footmen. Archers here first and foremost. Okay, I'm going to quick save, and again, we just have to keep building units and try to pivot. I do think that Stormhammers is the right choice. We're going to get more Griffins. And then we need more workers on lumber, because we just have, like, none. And now I can't really afford to build anything, which is a shame.
Let's do this.
Okay. Quick save, because again, now it's just going to be about pivoting to where, you know, which area needs defense the most. Stacking up some towers would be really nice. We also, I think it's important that we
Yes, me lord.
get enough farms to support the size of army that we're going to need.
Yes, me lord. Off I go then.
That was a very large attack, but we did survive. What are our upgrades like? Very low. Again, we need a blacksmith.
What is it? Our town is under siege.
Where the heck is the blacksmith? There it is.
Righto.
Okay, they're coming down the center again.
Yes, my friend.
Did I move? Yeah, so now they're hitting both sides.
Town is under siege.
Let's see if we can make this happen. The thin red line. Hold the line until reinforcements alive. 16.5 minutes. Slay Larithus. At least one castle must survive. So literally everything doesn't need to live. These gargoyles, man, are a problem. Which heroes? Do we have any heroes here? No. Whoever, just one of you pick that up, and then we're gonna pivot over here and try and save the human base. Not having any supply at the beginning in order to get workers out in order to build is really rough. In order to get folks on lumber is very, very rough. These guys are mostly cannibalizing. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really see a path to victory here. I'm glad I took a bit of a break when I did, but holy crap, it's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Cheese of Strength. Pick that up. Oh, Larissa. Okay, well, we did live. Again, it's very difficult, I think, to keep a handle on everything that's happening here. And then not having the lumber is just killer. Absolutely killer. It's coming in now, which is good. We could try to mass up some griffins and try and pivot back and forth for griffins. If every attack is that size with basically no reprieve, we're in major, major trouble. We need some priests to heal us out of combat for sure.
Our town is under siege.
That's more like
Okay.
Give me something to do.
Here we go. Let's get over here.
I have a land.
Starfall it. And he put her to sleep instantly. I honestly can't even be mad. What is the cool? Oh, it's because there are 3 dreadlords attacking at once.
Our town is under siege.
What the heck is happening here?
This is our opponent. I concur.
That's a nice stun.
I have
You have a target? I'll
Our
take care
town
of it.
is
Okay,
under
get up
siege.
there.
Yes, my lord. Off I go then.
Our heroes, our horses are under attack.
That's unfortunate. There's still 2 in here, aren't there?
Our heroes
Kyrene is probably the most effective. Seems like flyers are definitely the right choice.
Our town is under siege. You can count on me.
Okay. Scroll of the Beast. Ring of Kelzarok. Just pick that up, whatever it is. Anti-magic field. Worn by Kelzarok and left for any champion willing to take it. Fine, whatever. Okay, they're going to chip away at him. Again, if we can somehow bounce back from this, I'd be really impressed with myself, but I am not holding out too much hope.
Off I go then. Yes, my lord.
Mantle of Grace.
Job done.
Just pick this stuff up. That's absolutely fine. It feels like we are getting a bit of a mild reprieve.
Yes, my lord. All right.
So maybe we're sort of okay
I'll do what I
for now.
That's great. Research complete.
This guy's still alive. Again, we're trying to get our heroes back. I guess I should get a second altar, shouldn't I? Ruined bracers. I get the impression that we weren't supposed to get attacked by all of those at the same time. But I really couldn't say.
Our town is under siege. You can count on me.
Okay, you can do it, buddy. Okay, these guys are back.
Job done.
Would have loved for those to finish. Oh, we did have this here, didn't we? Searing arrow for archers seems important.
Job done.
Okay, the hero is gone. That's pretty big.
Town is under siege. Research complete.
I don't want militia. I think knights, like exclusively knights, please. And then we need more barracks.
Off I go then.
And then get like 1 or 2 towers over here.
Righto.
I've no time for games.
You can count
Okay,
on me.
Kyrene is back.
More gold is required. Aye, that's great.
I guess quick save? We can always fall back to the human base, which is better fortified. I think both of these factions can build the same amount of stuff.
We elves are not easy prey.
More work.
I have a land.
Just pick up any items. Whatever they are, just snag them.
We elves are not easy prey.
More work.
We're really low on resources here. Need a barracks down here too.
Off I go then.
Those first 3 attacks were absurd. It's possible those were all the attacks from the beginning section, you know?
I have
Arrow volley for sure. Got archers and riflemen here.
Easy.
Get over here and repair.
Job done.
Got another barracks. Let's grab long rifles.
More gold is required. I await your command.
And yeah, it's that cash money right now.
What?
we elves are not easy prey.
Okay, now they're coming in over here. Let's bring our flyers.
Under siege.
Do these do magic damage? No, thank God. Okay, good. Knock 'em tank for me. We just need a few of these towers to protect these farms. Losing all the farms would be a big issue too, so it's important that we don't.
Our town is under siege.
All right. Battle rejuvenation. You all get in there and help. Turn up poison arrows. Get those auras up. Get out of there, buddy. I gotta do it. Gotta avatar. Griffin Knight upgrades would be better, I think. Okay, hit these.
You can count on me.
Having a full group of Griffin Riders, I think, is absolutely crucial, and having the animal war training, and then all this stuff is being leveled up is really solid, too. I think this is fully saturated over here, so we're all set. I would just love to get +3 Mithril Forged Swords. That would be excellent. Let's get some of these priests over to the Dwarven base. The Dwarven base seems to be in worse shape, for sure. I may even just go ahead and take my heroes and move them to the human base. I honestly can't believe that we lived as long as we did. Oh my gosh.
Our town is under siege.
Off I go then. Right.
Okay.
You're kind of slow for a human, aren't you?
Larissa's still dead. Gonna rotate out. Okay, move these over. I wish this group had a stun, that would be cool, but no dice. Okay, finish him up. Again, these guys can just heal my Griffin Riders out of combat.
Job done.
Gives a % chance to evade attacks. I guess we should snag that as well. I don't know who gets that.
What ails you? Yes.
Okay, now it's gold. I think this is fully saturated. It's close. I maybe could afford one more guy on it. Same over here.
I'll do what it takes. To the sky.
Pick those up. And then getting Larissa back out is pricey. Are there more items that we left on the ground? I can't really worry about items right now. I just need to survive until the timer is up. That was an insane start, like genuinely crazy.
Yes, my lord.
I would love to get some knights out over here or more riflemen. It's just the cash. I think it's worth getting our other hero back out so we can make sure she's at least getting levels. We seem to have a bit of a reprieve. This area is okay for now, and these do normal damage, which is nice. Cleric Mastery training also would probably be really good to get some inner fire going. It's just we're really, really short on money right now.
Our town is under siege.
Okay, let's pivot. Is that Arthas? No, it's Baron. What's his name? Baron Guy.
Do what it takes.
Okay, having flyers that can pivot back and forth, very, very solid, I'd say. Again, I haven't really fully internalized what each of these heroes can do. So that changes a lot, I think.
You can count on me.
The air attacks specifically are difficult for me. Okay, let's swing back here.
Our town is under siege.
I'd love to get a few more towers. What, did this guy have, like... Oh, is this... It's a different hero, I see. I think we just leave these guys to sit in the middle so we can fly them over. Actually, no. This side is better defended, so we can just go ahead and leave. These guys don't have a build or repair animation.
What's happening? Ready and that's more like it.
Zap them? What does that do exactly? It does damage. It does light damage? What the heck is light damage? Okay, I'm glad I moved these guys back here. And that's fine. You know what? They can hit these guys all they want. That's perfectly acceptable. 4.5 minutes. Larissa is here now. If we can get some riflemen here. Steam tanks. All this stuff at the... Yeah, I don't think we can afford any of that right now.
More gold is required.
Getting this +3 would also be really good. The sooner we can start that, the better.
It's my aid, of course.
I think we're okay between the 3 heroes over here. I'm gonna put Larissa over here too, because she's just asking to, like, this area's gonna hold on just because we have really powerful flying units that are just gonna hang out. That's perfectly fine. If we can get all the upgrades pretty much done for when the reinforcements show up, that could be excellent. Absolutely excellent. I can't believe we barely held on, and I get the impression that that first attack was much worse than it was probably intended originally to be. I don't know, I'm making that up, but it certainly seems like it was wrong, right? I don't know. Getting hit by all three dreadlords at the same time, and I don't know. It was a little too much.
What is it?
Okay, go ahead and repair this.
All right. What? Yes, my lord.
But yeah, the dwarven peasants don't have animations for working.
I'm your father.
We have one more.
I'll do what I
Yeah,
take.
there's our other griffin.
That's great.
This griffin group is excellent. I'm going to take this guy out of my hero group. And then, okay, so I don't think I have human peasants. So the human stuff can't be rebuilt. The dwarven stuff can. Interesting. Steam tanks. Probably when we want to attack the enemy base, I'm pretty sure steam tanks and or mortar teams is going to be the way to go. This was very spooky. That's all I could say. We're pulling it out, and the fact that I can start shuffling some stuff, some resources over to upgrade specifically is a blessing.
Your honor, complete. Absolutely.
Okay, our knights are fully leveled up. Our griffin riders are fully leveled up.
Locked and loaded.
Or they're not? Do they benefit? No, they benefit from the leather armor, interestingly enough. All right, that's perfectly fine. Also, who got evasion? Someone was supposed to get evasion. We have good lumber income coming in now, too. Save? Magic Sentry would actually be really nice It's relatively cheap, and we can explore the map and figure out if there's, like, loot to go and pick up or whatever. 2 minutes? I'm gonna hydrate. I'm gonna be honest, I'm glad that I stopped when I did yesterday, because if I would have kept playing and tried to bite the bullet, I would have been in a really, really bad place. I would have been very, very unhappy. Again, this is my opportunity to get fully leveled up, and then when whoever shows up to come and help us, I think we make a beeline straight for the enemy base. Reveal is done. Okay, nothing there. Yeah, I gotta wait for those to finish up. Let's bring our Griffin Riders over in advance, I guess. Because that's... Or we can leave them kind of in this general area.
Our town is under siege.
Yep, because we expected to continue getting attacked.
You can count on me.
Let's just send everybody. Now that I... Again, she's got the AoE. Now that I'm kind of understanding the heroes a little bit better, I think this is okay.
Our forces are under attack.
I'm going to focus the heroes down with the Griffins, and then I'm just going to turn around and go right back.
To the skies.
Yeah, okay. Just send them right back. Imbued Masonry.
All gold is
Keep making Riflemen. And get those upgrades.
Job's done.
Man, it's so expensive. So expensive. It's to the point where it would almost, I think, be worth purposefully dropping into low upkeep just so that I could stockpile some money. 19 seconds. Duncan's going to show up. That means even more heroes. It's possible every other hero is going to show up. If all those other heroes show up, including the orcs, we are going to be able to steamroll a lot of this stuff. Reveal's on a really long cooldown, so we can't keep revealing. They've got to be in the upper right. I scanned on the left just to see if there was a base maybe up this direction. Maybe there.
Job's done.
Slay Larithus. The command structure of the Burning Legion has little to do with talent and much to do with politics. On the rare occasion that a capable combat leader emerges, it is essential to eliminate them quickly before they understand the true extent of their power. Okay.
You can count on me.
I feel like there were way more items just sort of around on the ground. I'm not worried about item management at this point, though. Hammer of Thorn. Of Thorn. And it gives Devotion Aura, but we already have a hero that gives Devotion Aura, don't we?
What's happening?
I have a
It's the flyer guy, isn't it?
Aye, sir.
No, maybe not.
I'll do it.
Who has Devotion Aura?
Aye, sir.
So,
What is it?
what,
Yes, my lord.
were we supposed to get reinforcements?
Research. You can count on me.
I'm gonna send my flyers down to the bottom left, and then fly
Under siege.
straight up to the top.
No problem.
And see if we can find the enemy base that way. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with these types of attacks now. These don't bother. It was really that first set of attacks which was just silly.
You can count on
Hello.
me. Forces are under attack.
An anti-magic field. Maybe he like silences people or something? This was kind of a strange little area.
Forces are
Break and
under
break.
attack.
Isn't he intel? No, he's whatever. He's strength, but that's perfectly acceptable. All right, fly up the left side. Back up, back up, back up. Okay, gonna start making knights. Hold out for reinforcements that did not materialize. Thanks so much. I really appreciate that, Duncan. You piece of garbage.
You're the boss.
There does not appear to be an enemy base on the left.
Count me in. Our
If we
hero
can,
has fallen.
as we have in the
Forces are under
past, figure out exactly the direction that they're coming from,
Aye, my lord.
then we can kind of cut them
You
off.
can count on me.
Or we could just fly in with Griffin Riders and start sniping their production and figuring out which structure is spawning the attacks.
To the skies!
Okay, well let's look around a little bit. I feel as though we have stabilized. It's just money, long-term money. Let's finish up our we did finish up our +3s.
Under siege.
What else could we make over here that would help this side? Probably get a few additional clerics. We're getting more knights, and we're gonna need probably riflemen.
More gold is required.
Because they have evasion and long rifles. Well, the archers get the searing arrows.
Research complete.
Okay, here we go. So now we're going to go over to the right and do the same thing. Let's head down to the bottom right, fly up the side. I think we're making money at a slightly fast enough pace that we'll be able to pull this out. Slowly but surely. Poor Larissa is kind of garbage, though, if only because she dies so fast. So, the other thing I question, just because we've had issues with this map in general, is was it expected for us to not be able to actually get reinforcements as advertised? Because that, like, how would I know? Because we've had issues. That's kind of the insidious nature of having pretty significant bugs in the past, is now I never know what is intended and what's not.
You're the boss.
Barrels, barrels, barrels. Barrels, barrels. Belt of giant strength. This guy's strength-based. A flying hero is actually pretty incredible. Where's Larissa? Why don't you go up and grab this intelligence tome?
The same mind. Go.
And then we'll save because the Starfall is also really, really good. I'm going to try to build a small army over on this side of the map that can maybe defend that base without us having to worry about it. Okay, we're flying up the right. We're looking for an enemy base that we can perhaps snipe. We only have to kill Larithus. That's the only objective. What's this?
To the skies.
It's a level 10 red dragon is what it is. Dougal's I remember Dougal from the first campaign vaguely. Also, these are invisible. That might be a version issue, because I think that I'm playing on a slightly later version than was advertised. Oh, it's just the health bar was in a slightly weird spot. Break and break. Tome of Intelligence. Increases strength and armor and allows bash. I'm going to take Malcolm and Larissa and run them down here and see if maybe we can activate Dougal's laboratory to do something. Otherwise, we'll destroy it, and then we've got tomes and items for them to pick up.
Count me in.
Well, glad I found that.
Count me in.
Again, I think this side is relatively safe now.
Yes, my liege.
Yes, my friend.
What do we have here?
Okay, you pick the Tome of Intelligence up. You pick up Shield Basher. That sounds exciting.
It's hammer time.
Increases strength and armor and allows bash. Okay, cool. That's perfectly acceptable. I'm gonna break the laboratory, I guess. I should also send these guys back to get healed. What a strange map. Again, I think these maps all have really cool ideas. Is it invulnerable? Is it yeah, no, it's going down. It's just sometimes the execution lacks the polish needed for it to feel good. If that makes any sense. That's going to take legitimate years. Okay, let me come back here and get healed. And then, are there any other upgrades? We can get Sorcerer Mastery training. We can get more riflemen over here. We do have some mortar teams.
Let's get moving. You're kind of slow for
You know, it's possible that they attack where your heroes are, which is something we've seen from other campaigns also. Well, I'm glad that I focused on that human base. I really wanted to keep that stuff alive. It worked out. The terrain is also mildly confusing with the way, like, there's, like, really big gradients where you could just sort of go anywhere, even though maybe you'd think it should be a cliff. That's not, like, a big deal, but it's just something that kind of throws you off sometimes, you know? Okay, I'm coming back up here. It's possible we can snipe the guy. Or we just send everybody.
Town is under siege. You're the boss.
So they're coming from this direction now. Let's go ahead and get knights. Let's get some of these sorcerers because they can summon water elementals, and then let's make... Wow, we're out of money. So they're not hitting us over here at all anymore. That's something that's worth noting and keeping in mind. So I'm going to take my army, and I'm going to go and try and sit right outside wherever the heck these enemies are coming from. I would just say the whole first part of this map just felt so outlandish to me. It really did. It's really hard to describe because, like, I really don't like being like, blank is too hard. Meh. Like, it's never that simple. But, like, I want to point out, like, it was just sort of out there. Quick save. This seems like a prudent space, a place to leave our units. I just think, like, you know, the expectations on the player feel a little too rough.
You can count on me.
Where do you want us?
One lesser orc skeleton? Sure.
I await your command.
Honestly, just go mortar teams. I'm not concerned about... Steam tanks are good, but I don't think we need them right now.
I'm ready and waiting.
That's great.
I've noted.
This appears to be the only way they can get in and out of their base. So let's go ahead and position our army to sort of blockade them.
Let's get moving. Let's do this.
The other thing I need to do, finally, is to hotkey all of my production so that I can rally units up to the front at a reasonable pace. Losing one of my human barracks hurts. That really hurts.
Under attack. Come back.
Now, they have flyers that can get to me. I can just make some towers to defend myself, maybe. Probably.
Off I go then. Yes, me lord.
Our forces are
Off I
under
go
attack.
then.
Okay.
You can count on me.
I'm ready and waiting.
Alright, and then we can lure out defenders and then use Kyrene to Starfall, or whatever it's called. Arrow fall. By the way, quick save, and
I am your servant.
we're gonna get to it.
Is my aim.
Our forces are under attack.
Don't worry, I'll come and help you.
Job's done.
Duncan, you're my least favorite person now. Okay, Kyrene... Mass teleport, whatever. We want to move you in as deep as possible, and then start starfalling to hit all the structures where we can. Separately, we can earthquake some of these structures to get rid of them fast. There may be another base, because they seem to be flanking us now. Okay, get back here. Again, we don't want to casually be losing units if we can afford it. Knights. And more clerics, really. We have one mortar team left over. Because the units are smaller, I find it a little difficult to follow some of these fights. Also, I have heroes that can heal. Easy to forget, I guess. Where does Teal come from? They're spawning from somewhere, but they attack towards us. Oh, that's him. Just kill him. Let's get rid of some of these infernals. We just have to kill this guy, and it's over. Dude, I don't care about items at all. Screw items. Screw dead heroes. Just kill this guy. Get rid of some of the demons that he summoned. Okay, we've done it. Somebody pick it up. Somebody pick it up. I don't know what it was. The orcs are approaching. Their raiders are everywhere. What are we supposed to do? Who's in charge? Lady Theros, tell me what I should do. My lord, we're under specific instructions that only demons can be in positions of command. You're the ranking commander here. Oh, there's something on the ground up there, too, that I can't get. To hell with that. You commanded an undead army less than a fortnight ago. I'm putting you in charge, Lady Theros. Warriors of the Scourge, this battle is lost. We must retreat or be surrounded by the enemy. Retreat. The undead are retreating. It looks as if we've won this day. I can't believe I pulled this out. I never thought I'd live to see the day that an orc saved my skin. I'm not sure that I like the feeling. I agree. Some of my knights rode with Lord Pickett at Cobden's Ridge. But I will give them the benefit of the doubt. If Lord Duncan says they can be trusted, then that's good enough for me. Gentle dwarf, ladies, may I present to you Malakai, Warchief of the Horde. Kyrene is dead. She's just laying on the ground. I'm Malcolm Stonehammer, and I suppose that I am in command of this rabble. I thank you for your aid, orc. I do not expect you to trust me, dwarf. The history between our races is long and bloody. All I need from you is your aid in but one battle against our common enemy. Can you give me that? I will do my duty for my people if that is what you're asking. I don't have to like it. I'll fight the demons, but not for your sake. That is all I ask of you. One battle to save Lordaeron. I will meet you in the field. Farewell. I mean, this was a great opportunity to talk and build some more trust instead of just one thing and leaving. I'm going with them. I have to trust the light and set aside my misgivings for the greater good. Goodbye. I feel dirty just being near that orc. He, more than any other, is responsible for the deaths of many of my people. How can Lord Duncan live with himself? I agree. If Mathias were here, he'd tell those orcs where to go. He was the best of us, that boy. The very best of us. We need that sort of leader now more than ever. Okay, bye. So Kyrene and Dwarf Guy are going to try to break out Mathias, and Mathias is a lunatic, and that's going to make everything go south. Meanwhile, we've got Evros, who is also a lunatic on the orc side. Basically, it's like I said at the end of the last mission, which is like, we're set up to have like a cool alliance that may actually be able to accomplish something, except you've got like these bad actors who are not smart enough to just like read the room, and they're going to be the downfall of us, specifically the dwarf, the elf, Mathias, and probably Evros. Everyone else is on board. I will say, it feels like the Legion and Kel'Zarok, and like the fact that there's like a non-undead portion of the Scourge, that he's like, I was reading documents in the Black Citadel. That was in the interlude at the end of the last time. A lot of it just feels tonally weird. I don't know how much of the dialogue Mapguy has changed, or if a lot of the cinematic concepts and script is just from the original campaigns. That I don't know. I'm very confident that Mapguy has like remade the cinematics completely, though, visually, because I think he's one of the best cinematic makers for like classic Warcraft 3, without a doubt. So I want to make sure credit there is given. But I also think that the balance of this map was like way out of left field and made virtually no sense. It clearly was possible. I was able to accomplish it, but I wasn't happy about it. That's what I have to say about that. But hey, we lived. I'm really glad that I took the break that I needed, because that was only going to go downhill. Next time is a shrine on stony ground. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.